Hi everyone, my name is Gilda Doria. I am a former two-time Duke women's soccer captain, former chief of staff to the IBM CIO, and current co-founder of SoccerHead. It's such a pleasure to be here today in front of all of you. Special thanks to everyone for sticking around for this presentation, and thanks to MIT Sloan and the judges for this amazing event. So soccer is the most culturally ingrained, ubiquitous, most played sport in the entire world. It knows no familial loyalties. I'll be the first to say that it's the only sport my dad will miss my birthday dinner for if Liverpool's playing on TV. This is a true story. With 250 million players and 3.5 billion fans worldwide, the impact on the economy is truly remarkable. It knows no borders, and it unites the world. So we have this prosperous sports region here in North America with the #1 sport in the world. North America accounts for approximately 16% of the total global sports market, but currently soccer ranks 4th in terms of popularity and revenue in the US. So how can this be? North America, the most prosperous, advanced sports economy in the world, is not competitive, efficient, nor innovative in cultivating and growing the world's most popular sport. So in order to grow the sport, we need to focus on where it's breaking down, add value, and grow from there. And the breakdown's happening at the college recruiting level. As you see from this snapshot, players are relying in high school on inefficient processes, siloed networks, and cost-prohibitive tools. And listen, guys, it's 2024. We're still relying on email and cold calling to get in front of coaches to be identified. And it's not just getting in front of coaches to be identified to play at the next level. This is an opportunity and a pathway to education for these players. And I'm here to change that. We can't continue leaving it to chance to get identified to play at the next level. So here we frame the problem. The inefficiencies are super clear amongst players, coaches, families, and fans. There's a breakdown happening, and in order to grow the sport, we need to move away from siloed networks and email and really start developing processes where we bring the constituents together of fans, families, and players together in one place to support one another through resources, through information sharing. So what is the solution? A centralized soccer network. What Facebook did for our social lives, LinkedIn did for our professional lives and sourcing talent, SoccerHead will combine to inform, optimize, and grow the community in North America and beyond. SoccerHead is a soccer hub where recruitment meets community, harmonizing soccer networks with advanced technology. Our mission is to make the sport more accessible and enjoyable, access to information, access to resources, access to connections. And we do this through 3 main components: the platform, community, and advanced technology. We empower our community to build and manage their soccer identities and create profiles, leverage their soccer network, and access resources they need to advance to the next level. We are really creating the LinkedIn for soccer. Our platform's what helps us centralize the community in one place. Our community powers the platform. It's the engine that drives information and conversation within the app. And our technology, with the help of feedback loops and our users, helps improve AI and machine learning to curate better recommendations for our users. And I'll show you this in the next slide on a demo. So here, SoccerHead, the network for soccer and the future of recruiting. We can't make a network overnight. We all know that. So phase 1 is what we're focused on, is just college recruiting, connecting high school age international athletes and high school age American soccer players into collegiate programs. So the same way that you search for a job on LinkedIn to work at Google, that same process will apply here into SoccerHead. So if I'm Gilda Doria, a sophomore in high school, interested in playing at the next level, I search Duke Women's Soccer through the SoccerHead app. I actually see everything about the program. The coach can post a position listing, the same as a job opening. I can apply based off the requirements, and the data set that I have through my profile actually gets matched to the requirements, helping filter and really streamline the process for coaches and really, take away a lot of the inefficiencies and the headache. And then right now, I just want to play the video. So here it's going to toggle between the head coach at USI, Matt Santoro, and Tommy, who's interested in playing at the profile. The UX UI is super clean, feels very much like the social network it is. Here Matt is exploring, he's interested in opening for left midfielder class of 2025 with different fitness requirements and academic requirements. He posts his listing. Tommy comes into the app. He sees that USI is recruiting. Tommy didn't study too much. He likes the 2.5 GPA. That was a joke. But so you come in here, see the LinkedIn page kind of style. You learn about network connections through Brock, who played at your youth club. Learn about the roster. See that there's a position opening. Learn about different aspects of the program. This is my favorite part. You see who's actually going to be participating with you when you enter as a freshman into the program. Tommy applies. Matt comes back into the app. He sees that 3 people have applied into the position opening, looks at Tommy, learns about his curriculum through his profile, also learns about who else is playing in the network on his team, sees that he's connected to Brock on his team, so that can serve as a referral for the coach back into Tommy. He watch lists him. So now he sees through the opening, there's new, there's watch list. It's very clean and efficient. This is obviously phase 1 of what we're building with a lot of opportunities to enhance features and capabilities as we grow the community. So like I mentioned, phase 1 is all about mapping the ecosystems of teams, development resources, and coaches, really giving everyone in the community an identity. So phase 1 is high school aged athletes to collegiate programs. Phase 2 will incorporate allowing those collegiate players to apply into professional clubs. Everyone retires from the sport. Unfortunately, how can you get a job working in soccer? We really have this vision to let soccer have a home and be this LinkedIn for soccer, to showcase the best of soccer and the best of the network. So right now we're in closed beta testing, and we're gonna incrementally grow city by city. We're starting in the Boston area with a focus of the Northeast region to begin with. We're gonna expand the testing to New York City and Philadelphia with hopes to launch publicly with our wait list in the end of Q2, beginning of Q3 timeframe at one of the major tournaments happening in Cary. So city by city, then regionally, and then hopes in 2025 and beyond of just adding new capabilities and features. Our services focus on subscription and advertising, so freemium and premium model, and then also advertising spaces. This is really exciting. As you know, there's a lot of momentum coming into the market from now through the end of 2027 with Copa America, the FIFA Men's World Cup. There's potential that the Women's World Cup comes in, so a lot of brand partners are super excited about the advertising space in here. And just to close, our future, there's something really powerful when you take a very niche community of passionate people, put them together and let them support one another in opportunities and letting each other kind of open up new opportunities. And I think that's really limitless in terms of what we can create. I'm so excited about this, and I wanted to thank you all for the time here to present today on SoccerHead. Thanks so much.
Thank you. From your revenue model that you just had the slide up, is it my understanding that both the players and the coaches and recruiting staff are paying for the subscription?
Correct. And they're paying for different things. As we begin with testing in year 1, we won't charge the coaches. They're really what's key to the marketplace in terms of driving demand in. So the freemium and premium services for the player, in this case that user, is focused on more like connections, in-mails, communication, and for coaches it's all about boosting their profiles, getting more access to the algorithm and curated recommendations for them based off of the data sets that they like and the rest of the database that we have, and then of course advertising.
So this seems like a more holistic view of players than we see from some of the kind of aggregated data sets that some other people have talked about today. Why would a coach or recruiting team prefer this over just like a pure data set that they can run through on their side?
Yeah, a lot of our competitors right now, like NCSA Recruiting, Huddle, they're all focused on search and message, which is still leading to a lot of inefficiencies in coaches' inboxes. The coaches we've interviewed, on average, spend 40 hours a month in their inbox, taking email links and information that kids are sending them and actually putting them into spreadsheets. So we're allowing this network to just be a lot more efficient. It's in the palm of their hand. They can do it from their couch. And the AI helps kind of filter through the talent for them, whereas with other tools, they kind of have to do the work themselves.
I'm sure Christine's going to have a lot more knowledge on this than us, having worked at the MLS. But, I mean, when you think about, I can see the value proposition for the coaches and the players. How you, obviously, the player level at the high school, it's very regional, it's very, it's very
Structured.
structured,
Yeah.
but also just regional. Almost. How are you going to get in front of the players so that you get more volume on the platform?
So we're starting with the regional approach just because the last thing we would want in kind of this marketplace is for kids to come in and not see the school or not please their expectations. So to start, we're going to go regionally, and then we're going to start going to tournaments. So Target USA Cup has approximately 20,000 kids. Disney Showcase in Orlando at the end of the year has 12,000. And that's really when we're at a good state after year one. It's going to have a lot of network effects. So we're hoping to just grow the base and make it solid and then kind of go to more of the network effects or tournaments to continue.
In terms of where you're focusing your time on kind of acquiring, both on the college coach side, but also player side, are you mainly focusing on kind of individual clubs and events, or are you talking like the ECNL and MLS Next type of kind of broader platforms of sorts? Like, how do you create the stickiness of, you know, I need to be on this platform to kind of have a chance?
Yeah, we've been spending a lot of time with coaches. We were out in Anaheim at the coaches convention a few weeks ago because the last thing we want is for coaches to see another, we won't do email, but like another thing in their inbox or another message or another communication that it's another platform for recruiting. We're really trying to explain and spend as much time as we can, like one-on-one in person. And what we have seen is just word of mouth from coach to coach. One coach calls another coach, and that kind of cascades out to 15 other coaches. So we're priding ourselves on like trust and quality and a lot of word of mouth. And I know it's going to take time to build out, but we don't want to be seen as just another platform. We really want to be seen as a trusted platform, and that's coming from a lot of intimate contacts that these coaches have. And the last thing I'll say is my co-founder is actually a collegiate coach at Rowan University in New Jersey, so his network is super abundant in terms of contacts. So we're very embedded just into the system overall.
Yeah, and from a college coach perspective, is the end goal for kind of all of their recruiting to come through the SoccerHead platform? I assume that it's having some come through email and you know, the bulk of it come through SoccerHead is not quite solving like the full issue, but
yeah, that's a great question. It's obviously going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but what we have been talking to a lot of coaches about is just setting up systems and like away messages that they're now transitioning into SoccerHead and to click this link and to download the app so they can kind of migrate over. Coaches are really excited about it. Like I said, the 40 hours a month is a big headache, and they can apply that into development and other skills that they can be working on with their players.
yeah. And then last question from my end, but are you tracking like getting credit of sorts for a successful recruiting experience for a coach? Like what are your KPIs in terms of what you're measuring? Are you actually making the first introduction to a new player, or is it more that the coach, you know, heard about the team or the player, and like how are you tracking kind of success metrics?
Yeah, success metrics definitely in the beginning will be the matchmaking quality, so the applications coming in and the feedback from the coaches that it's of quality and that it's filtering by their needs and their assessments. And then as we progress into year two, it's definitely going to be validating that we are in fact giving them the recruits they need and is up to standard for the program. Thank you.